Hello everyone, it's Rory from Pratt's Pod. This morning I am here with an iPhone 6S. So I've just done one of these. It looks like I've got a busy day with 6Ss. And basically, this one has been to a local repair shop. Again, a bit like the other one. They have been told it's just a faulty battery. Unfortunately, it's not just a faulty battery. We would have told them that if they'd have come in here in the first place. But basically, look how this charges. So this should be about 3.7, 3.6, 3.7, and it should sort of jump between 3.6 and 4 often enough, and that's about healthy. So this is at 0.25, 0.2, slowly rising, so it shows that it is putting some voltage through, but just very, very low. This will probably be the same as the last one. This should just be a faulty Tristar charging IC. I'm going to have a look at that now. Check the voltage of the surrounding components. Why have I just unplugged the charging port? I'm going too fast, so I would have just replaced that, to be honest. For a job that doesn't take very long, you can just replace it. But I will show some of the workings for you guys to see. So this component here should be at 3 volts. I get nothing. This component here should be 1 volt 8. I get 0.01. Just check that I am getting voltage on the inputs. Find it. So let's come here to try Tigris. Check in. We are getting very low voltage on VCC main. Now, one thing I didn't check is if this boots. So I'm just going to take this over to my other desk and see if we are getting any kind of booting. 6S. So it looks like it does boot okay. So I think we are just looking at Tristar. Tristar can do some funny things. So whether or not, I think it looks like Tristar, so I'm just going to go for it. So first of all, like we saw in the last one, I've got a bit of metal here to bend up. Get it out my way. Yep. Next, stick it up on our preheater, which just makes the job that much quicker and easier. Focus. So you guys can see again there. So, a bit of flux, turn on that preheater. So, you guys see alright there? You can. Basically, I let that heat up for just a second. It's starting to get warm, we're getting there. Heat gun, a little bit more. Here we're going to go. Gently heat that whole area, and then just go straight in for the Tristar there. There we go. That's that off. One Tristar removed. Next, same as before. Bit of flux. Bit of solder. Clean the area. All human. Look, I've just knocked a component. Easily done. At the same time, easy to put right. So I have just knocked a little resistor here. So I'm just going to have to push that back into place. There you go. That's that. So now, quickly clean that and make sure there's nothing else around there. Lovely. So I need to get another IC. There we go. So now I need a bit of flux in there. And the IC here needs to be, oh, I've just lost it. Where'd he go? There he is. So this needs to be around the right orientation or it won't work. So you need to know which way they go up. I mean, soon enough I'm going to be getting a microscope cam so people can see this all properly. A bit more flux because that's all sort of melted away. Less air because I don't want to blow the chip away. Yeah, so that's in a good position now. Let that solder flow into place. And then I'll give it a quick nudge and make sure it's on there nicely. And then we'll check it out and see what we're charging at. If this doesn't work, I'll be moving straight onto Tigris. With the readings we got originally, I wouldn't be surprised if we need Tigris 2. There you go. Perfect. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we've got to replace Tigris 2. So I'm going to just let this cool for a moment before I give it a clean. That all looks good. There you go. Give that a quick clean. Then we will plug this port in. See what we're getting through this. Now, if this is sorted, I'll be very happy. But like I say, I am sort of expecting to have to replace Tigris as well. Let's see, shall we? Where do we want to go? There. Oh, it's a bit better. There we are, jumping up and down a little. Could just be because I've got an unsteady hand there. I'll keep it on there. So we are jumping down a little bit. Obviously isn't ideal. I'm going to have a little look into that. Maybe the IC's not sitting perfect. Maybe we've got a component around it that's faulty. Or maybe we need to replace Tigris. Could be any of them. So let's have a little look-see. Bam, bam, bam. Better zoom in there. So next I'm going to check the readings coming off of Tristar. It's all sat nicely. So just going to check the 1V 8 and 3V 0 lines quickly. See what we get from them. The 1V 8 line is the one that I knocked the component on, but I refitted that, so it should be fine. So 3V line, 2.98, steady, and the 1V 8 line. Oh, it's not the 1V 8 line I knocked something else. 1V 8. Jumping a little bit. So, I think what I'll probably do is just reflow that IC really quickly. Like I say, every now and again you do get little things like this that come up. If reflowing this IC doesn't work, then I'll probably go and replace Tigris. There, I'll get rid of that. Okay, so we'll try that out again in a second. While I wait for that to cool off, I'm going to have a quick look around Tigris. What's that there? It'd be lovely if you guys could see what I see. Something just down the side of this chip here. I can't quite tell what it is. I think it's just a bit of dirt that's got in there. I mean, by all means, it could have been that short in it. So that is Tigris. That's the one I'm talking about. So, now let's see where we are with this. See if that has sorted the problem. If I don't drop mine. So now it seems a bit odd because we're getting 1.3 volts out of that. So that's not right. So I'm going to have a quick look into this and come back on video in a minute. Right, so I have gone away. I've done a couple more checks on this and I have decided that we're going to need to replace Tigris IC as well. Not that this is a problem. Again, it's relatively quick and easy job to do. So yeah, I think we're just going to go and rip that one off and stick another one on just to be safe. It just, I mean, for the sake of another 5-minute job, we might as well just do it to be sure. So I'm going to do that now. Just quickly remove chip. So the thing with the charging circuit on these, the Tristar and the Tigris IC, they've both got something to do with it. Often, I mean, more often on newer devices than the older ones, you will find that if one goes, it will damage the other. I think that's what's happened in this case. I think that Tristar's gone and it's damaged Tigris when it's blown. I'm going to replace these now. Solder. Just clean it up. A lot of people use the micro pencil for this part. I mean, don't get me wrong, micro pencil's great and the tweezers for a lot of stuff, but when it comes to cleaning up the area, I always prefer a bigger iron. I don't know, I just feel it cleans it a bit better, and you don't have to put any pads with it, which is always nice. So, quick clean, all looking good. Now a bit of flux here, just let the solder flow. Yeah, oh, lost it. Can't keep hold of this one. So this IC needs to go on the other way around. There we go. So next I just want to lower the airflow on my hot air station, and away we go. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Don't get in there too far. Give them a good blow. Oops. So now I've just, totally my fault, I just nudged the Q1403, I believe it's called. So yeah, like I just said, totally my fault. I'm going to have to clean that up now and reball it. Like I say, we're not all perfect. Things like this do happen, so if you're starting to get into it and it's not all going your way, don't give up quite yet. It's definitely going to need reballing. Right, so reball this quickly. Just adds a few more minutes onto the job, obviously. Not ideal when you're doing a video. Find a stencil for that. There we go. Just because it's a small one now. If it was a big chip, I might use a flat tool to try and get this solder there, but it's a tiny little 9-pin IC. I don't think I need to worry too much about that. So there we go. Let that cool for a sec. And pop the IC out. I'll clean that later. Right. There you go. Get him back in place. And once he's back in place, we should pretty much be good to go. Too much air for this tiny little IC. So we'll lower that a bit more. This chip is tiny, one of the smallest ones there is in the 6S. There we go. Lovely, so now we'll try that out. Should all be sorted. If for any reason we are still getting bad results, then my next plan of action would probably be to replace Tristar, because we've just replaced Tigris, and if Tristar was... if the faulty Tristar was caused by Tigris, it would have gone again. If you know what I mean. So, see what we're getting. Seems pretty good, 3.7. Doesn't seem to be dropping. No, that seems very good to me now. I don't seem to be getting any kind of drop that I was before. Just dropped 3.6 from 3.7, so no. So I believe that that is all sorted now, so I'll plug this back into the phone, see how we are from there. Let's bring you over and show you that part, shall we? So, I zoom out a bit here and here. So, I mean, all I've got to do here is, bear in mind I've not cleaned this board or anything, so it will be coming back out, so I'm not going to bother plugging everything in. The antenna. I don't know the state of this battery that someone else has fitted. See what we get. Don't seem to be getting anything on that battery. Let me try one of my own, because I would, like I say, so this customer went in originally for rapid battery drain. They replaced the battery. It still had the same problem. There you go, that's getting a good charge from it now. So let me plug a screen in so you can see that. So yeah, originally it was taken in for rapid battery drain. So he went into another shop, they replaced the battery, whereas we would have actually checked to see if it was the battery or the charging IC. Come in! So let's see. Now we're gonna get, there you go, Apple logo, it's charging nicely, just under an amp. Sort of jumping a little bit, so it's going to go up to an amp, so that's perfect in my opinion. So I would say that that is one iPhone 6S all sorted. There you go. So that is one iPhone 6S now charging nicely. Obviously with the new battery in as well, so we're going to have to tell the customer that he needs a new battery as well, unfortunately, but they should just be happy to have their phone back up and running. So that is Rory Pratt from Pratt's Pods, here again with another iPhone repair, board level repair. So if you have any questions, if you have a problem with your iPhone or anything like that, just please feel free to get in touch, and we repair all kinds of faults with board level repairs. So if you need anything or if you have any questions, just please feel free to get in touch. Thank you.